was a labor of biology. My stages of development were laid out right in front of me. Bedtimes reading scholars' words. All my birthday presents were colored pencils for molecular stencils, and a textbook for Christmas. God, I'm not gonna miss this. There's all these great expectations of growing up just like them. These great expectations, and they never seem to end. There's these great expectations, and they're living vicariously. With all these great expectations, heavy is the head that's weighing down on me.
I grew up in hand-me-down clothes, left to playing on my own while my sister polished her halo. They say I'm free to just be me, but I don't know what I should be, 'cause I'm surplus while my sister has purpose. They tell me I could be clever, they say I should know better. So I've got strange expectations, but isn't it all a game? I've got strange expectations in the sport of life we play. I've got strange expectations, I see color in the grey. I share expectations, but I don't want to give the game away.
I was born in the gutter, honestly. Even as a daughter, knowing people were looking down their nose at me. Grandma says keep your chin high, we'll keep working, we'll get by, but it's only another day lonely. Without running a little reckless, hey, I try to be home for breakfast. And there's no expectation of making it past 18. There's no expectation of ever being seen. There's no expectation of who I grow up to be. But I got my own expectation, and they can't take it away from me.
My dad says I'm capable. I think you could fill a library with all the things that I don't know. Dad believes in destiny, says if I keep working I could be something major. He feels like a stranger, but he doesn't see me drowning as the pressure keeps on mounting. He's got great expectations, but I can't help but think that he's wrong. These great expectations just dragging me along. He's got great expectations, there's so much he thinks I can be. Without expectations, maybe I get to be me.
Heavy is the head that's weighing down on me.
Song ends and the scene opens on our first family, Ash, Pip, Stevie, and Anna. The four sat at the table finishing up dinner together.
So, Ash, anything interesting happening at school? Oh, did Mr. Davids get back to you about your personal statements so you can finish sorting out all of your UCAS bits?
Ash looks annoyed for a split second before smoothing her expression. You can tell this is a question she has been asked before.
Yeah, he emailed me back, so that's the plan for after dinner.
That's great, hun. Hopefully it won't be long before all your offers come in then.
Yeah, can I be excused? I need to get this sent off as soon as possible, and I still have coursework to do before bed.
Of course. I mean, it's your mum and Pip's turn to clean up after dinner anyway, so you go do what you need to.
Ash kisses her mother's goodnight before running up the stairs. Stevie begins to gather the dishes while Pip continues looking at her phone. Stevie gestures to Pip.
Come on, missus. You know the rules. Whoever cooks escapes the torture of dish duty.
Pip stands up. Her phone pings and she checks a text before her face lights up, and she immediately begins heading to the door.
Sorry, Mum, but Willow just texted and she's having a major crisis and needs backup. I'll do them next time. Love you.
Honestly, that girl.
She finishes loading the dishwasher and turns to Anna.
So, what's tonight's entertainment of choice? Watch the same thing we've seen 50,000 times before? Or try something new and inevitably end up disappointed?
Well, we could retry Game of Thrones again for the 4th time. See if you can keep up with the sheer number of names to remember.
Look, I promise this time I won't ask too many questions.
I'll believe that when we can finally get through the first episode.
The two settle down to watch the TV as the scene shifts to Ash and Pip. Both girls are in their bedroom. Ash is engrossed in her laptop, but we can tell she's getting annoyed at her sister on the phone.
Wait, he said what? Okay, I'm coming over right now. No, I need to see this. Shut up. I would never. He's hikey weird.
Look, I know that whatever is going on with Willow is the most interesting thing in your world at the moment, but can you please either quieten down or go somewhere else? I have so much to do and I have to concentrate.
Okay, I'll see you later, Willow. Bye. Where am I meant to go? Our mums are downstairs watching TV and we share a bedroom. Just put some headphones in.
I can't. Remember, I lent you them the last time you were having one of these crisis calls and then you went and lost them.
Oh, come on, they're not lost. They're just somewhere in my side of the room.
Exactly. Have you seen your side of the room? You can barely find your own phone charger, let alone someone else's stuff.
Oh my god, if you're going to be such a bitch about it, just take mine. I've got to go meet Willow at hers anyways. I don't need them right now.
Thanks. I guess. Wait, don't you have homework?
It's just biology. We already have one science nerd in the family. There's no need for both of us to die of boredom.
Pip exits the girls' room and crosses to the other side of the stage to meet Anna.
Sorry, Will isn't doing great right now. Is it okay if I go over and check on her?
Sure, hun. As long as you're back by 10. Homework done?
Yep, thanks. See ya.
No use in us both dying of boredom.
Ash shakes her head and turns back to her laptop, plugging the headphones in and going back to work. We open on Willow sitting on her bed. She is typing on her phone, looking slightly uncomfortable and trying to do some last-minute makeup. The doorbell rings as she plasters on a grin, shouting to her grandma.
Again, Grand, don't worry, it's only Pip.
She runs off stage and comes back on, dragging a laughing Pip behind her. The two girls sprawl out on Willow's bed.
Okay, look at this message and tell me he's not being a complete goddamn creep. I mean, if he calls me sweetie one more time, I cannot be held responsible for my actions.
Yeah. Do you reckon he thinks he's being like really smooth about it?
Yeah, I think it's just expecting me to swoon at some point. Like, it's just some sort of new game.
Wait, is that Mickey?
Yeah, you wanna see what he sent me earlier?
Oh, I will never be able to unsee a shirtless Mickey. Why does he have like one really obscenely curly chest hair?
No. Does he think that's attractive or does he think it's make me feel sorry for him?
If I were you, I'd just mute him. Ignore it.
I would, but it's coming out tonight with Tony and everyone, which is why you are here.
No.
Pete, he's being creepy. He'll be even creepier when we're around the other guys. Please, just one night.
I said I'd be home by 10. Is it just the guys going? Who's going?
Jen and Katy.
They'll buffer for you. What about Joe?
Yeah.
I'm sure the 6-foot tall gay man can protect you better than me. I don't come out in school nights, you know that.
I know, it's just not as fun without you.
You are aware that you don't have to go out either? It's not the law. And it's not like you'll miss much anyways, especially if Mickey is there.
What else is there to do? Plus, I needed an excuse to wear my new skirt.
I don't know if that meets the legal definition of a skirt. I thought it might be a headband.
It's cute though, right?
Adorable. You are going to be okay though, right?
Yeah, I know the drill. I text you if anything drastic happens, and like you said, I have buffers. Well, stick around while I finish my makeup though. I have gosha.
Spill the tea.
Lights up on our final household. Here we see Dani. She is sitting at the dining room table with school books, clearly doing her homework. Her father, Nick, enters the room to check on her.
How are you doing with your work there? Dani? Dani!
Jesus, Dad. You scared me half to death.
I wouldn't have if you hadn't had those headphones in. I've told you, you can't study listening to all that noise.
I've told you it's all instrumentals. It helps me concentrate.
Well, then why are schools banning MP3 players and phones nowadays?
Dad, please. I'm already doing all of my studying downstairs at the dining table, so you know I'm not slacking off.
I already know you aren't slacking off, but I also know you can still keep pushing. You're gonna need those grades for when offers come in.
Dad, about the applications. Do they all have to be courses in business studies?
Well, if you have any other options, I'm happy to hear you out.
Okay, well, I talked to Miss Gray about this, and she said that with the right personal statement, I really have a good shot. So she helped me write one, and I think it's really good.
Dani hands Nick a piece of paper. He begins reading it before looking up in shock.
This is a personal statement for a course in primary teaching?
Well, yeah, I've been looking into it for the past few months, and I think I would really enjoy.
This is your second option? Instead of getting a good and respectable job in the business world, you're going to what? Teach 6-year-olds how to count to 5?
No, Dad, I want to make a difference in the world, not just sit behind a desk all day. This is how I can do that.
You can't tell me that's what you really want. Do you know how little teachers earn?
You said you would listen if I had any other options. This is it. This is my other option. All I need to do is change the UCAS.
Daniel, this will not happen. When your mother left you with me, I made a promise that you wouldn't throw your life chasing some fantastical dream.
But this isn't some dream, Dad. I've thought this through. I've spent time on this application, please.
Nick looks at the paper in his hands, and then he looks at his daughter. He seems to be considering something before his face softens a bit.
You going into university for business studies is all we've been talking about for years. We've been studying so hard for so long, Dani. I would hate for all the effort to go to waste. You don't need to be scared you're not good enough. You don't need to sell yourself short.
Dani looks at her dad. He's not berating her or forcing her, but she knows his expectations will always sway her final decision.
Do you really think I have what it takes?
You know I do, Dani. I'll always believe in you. We just need to keep going that little bit longer, just until exams are over. And then you can have a nice long break before term time starts.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. I'll send off my UCAS and buckle down.
There's my girl. I'll let you get back to studying. Don't forget to get to bed on time, all right? I love you.
100%.
Nick exits.
Well, I guess that's that.
My reflection looks strange to me, like There's some missing pieces where I think a person used to be. Was there ever light behind her eyes? Has she always worn this sad disguise? All I'm proving is I'm good at losing. It's only the rest of my lifetime. These are just empty words, 'cause I know I'm letting great expectations change the reflection I see. These great expectations dictating the life I will lead. There's these great expectations, and my world is fading to gray. He's got great expectations, so who am I to get in his way?
We move back to the Ford-Hadley household. Ash is still in her room on her computer, even though she really should be heading to bed. Pip is not there. We can assume she's still at Willow's.
Hey, honey. You gonna head to bed soon?
Yeah, I just need to finish this and send it off. Just 5 more minutes.
Okay, then. Just remember, you've got a long school day tomorrow, and we don't want you too tired for it.
If you heard anything from Pip, she's still at Willow's, and like you said, it's going to be a long school day for the both of us tomorrow.
She just texted to say she's on her way home. She'll be back soon.
Great. Anyway. Night, Mum.
Night, Ash. Love you.
You too.
Stevie closes the door and Ash plants her head on the desk.
Come on. It's just one more button and it's done. You'll be on your way to a degree. Just click it. It's not that hard.
She hovers her hand on the mouse before sighing and pushing her chair away from her desk. She begins to pace the room.
You can do this. Come on, it's literally the only thing you've wanted since you were 12 and found out that animals are more interesting than people. You know that you can get the grades. It's not that hard.
She steps on one of Pip's jumpers.
And then you're free. Free from this town, free from your parents, free from everybody waiting for you to screw up.
She steps on a pair of headphones on Pip's side. She picks them up and sees that they're hers.
Free from this goddamn tiny bedroom.
Oh, God, she's insufferable and intolerable mess. I could wring her neck most days. She avoids responsibility and still expects success. She acts like life's a game, and it's only a matter of time before she falls.
Did you say something?
No. I start to wonder, what will she do without me? She'll be singing a different tune when I'm gone, 'cause I know life can't get harder. I'm sure she'll find that out, because I am leaving soon and I'm getting my own room.
I can hear her grumbling just under her breath. I could knock her out most days. Drowns herself in work because, well, I think she likes the stress, but me, I like being sane. And it's only a matter of time before she snaps.
What was that?
Nothing. I start to wonder, what will she do without me? She'll be singing a different tune when I'm not there, 'cause I know life can get harder. I'm sure she'll find that out, because she is leaving soon and I'm getting my own.
Stop it. I'm not deaf.
If you didn't say anything, then neither did I.
Fine.
I'll shut up. Just finish your thing.
There is silence for a moment. Pip looks down at her phone as we see Ash send off her UCAS application and move to sit on her bed.
There. It's finally done.
Ooh, okay, what unis did you pick?
You can't be that interested. It's just boring biology stuff.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. You won't know until you tell me.
All right then, missus. Well, one option's Dundee. It is a bit far away, but they are so good for biology, and
Ash realizes that Pip is faking falling asleep as she talks.
Girls, are you two planning on heading to bed anytime soon?
Both girls stop their pillow fight. Giggling a bit, they answer their mum.
yeah, okay.
We're getting ready now.
They both get ready for bed and switch off the light. We wait in the dark for a second before Pip turns on a torch and walks to Ash's bed.
Ash,
Everything okay?
my head's too loud. Can we do the thing?
Yeah. You grab the blanket, I'll set up the pillow fort.
Pip smiles and runs to grab her duvet and torches while Ash pulls the mattress off her bed and sets up a pillow fort for the two girls. They both clamber in and Pip curls up with her head in Ash's lap.
Better?
I think so. Do you really have to move so far away?
Oh, so you were listening.
Yep.
Like I said, it's one of the best unis that I can apply to.
But who's going to put up with me after you're gone? Who's going to make pillow forts with me?
I'm not going to be gone forever, you know. I'll be back every holiday that I get.
Promise?
I promise, Pippa.
Pip smiles and falls asleep. Ash looks at her sister and has a momentary pause before she begins singing.
I start to wonder, what will I do next year when I don't always have you? When I'm all alone, things might get harder, but I'm just a call away, even if I am leaving soon and you're getting your own room.
4 years later, scene starts again in the Ford-Hadley household. Ash is home for the weekend in her final year of uni. Pip is also in uni but living at home. Lunch has just ended and Anna is clearing up while Stevie's on the couch. Ash and Pip are upstairs in their room.
Shouldn't that be the girl's job? I mean, I know technically Ash is on holiday from uni and she's checking a postgrad application and Pip is helping her, I guess. But this household has rules.
It's fine, Stevie. Ash hasn't been home in a month. She probably just missed her sister. And Pip does have reading to do for uni as well, but there is no guarantee she's doing it. They both promised to cook and clean dinner anyway. And I also believe those rules state that it was your turn to do the washing and take the bins out.
Yeah. How that?
Please tell me you didn't.
Anna's voice trails off as we cut to Ash and Pip's room. Ash is on Skype to Danny while Pip is reading with headphones on.
Hi Dan, how's everything in the, 17 hours that I've been away? Has anyone burned down the flat yet?
Not yet, but Jeremy invited Daniel over to help him make fajitas later, so I do fear for our kitchen.
Oh God, remind me why he lives with us.
Because Winnie realised that she's happier living alone, and we discovered that if left to his own devices, Jeremy will sustain himself on nothing but Doritos and Chinese food. Also, Harold likes him.
So the cat can be used as a valid reason for allowing my mess of an adopted son to live with us.
Oh, 100%.
Alrighty then.
Have you told them yet?
Not yet. I mean, do I really have to tell them?
Ash, you really should. You have a degree already. If you don't want to do further study, then they can't make you.
They wouldn't be making me though. It is my choice. A postgrad is going to be the only way to get where I want to go.
How?
How what?
How will throwing yourself into more studying get you where you want to go?
I'm confused. That's like the party line, especially in STEM.
All right, well, we can prove that wrong right now. Jeremy, get in here. Ash is on Skype.
Fuck yeah. Where's my fake mum?
Here, you idiot. I said she's on Skype.
Jeremy pokes his head in the camera.
Hi, Ash.
Danny shoves his head out of the way.
Yeah, we get it. You miss her and I'm boring, but you're here for a reason.
Okay then, what's up?
So you're on the same course as Ash, right?
Yep.
And you're planning on going into a similar-ish field after graduation,
Yeah?
but you're not doing a postgrad.
Hell no.
And there you have it. Ash, there's more than one way to get where you're going, and killing yourself working towards something that you don't want isn't going to help.
You're right. I know that you are, but what do I tell them? They have expectations and I have to succeed.
Just lie. Tell them that you've applied and then wait a bit and let them know you didn't get in.
I've never lied to them before, especially not about something so important.
Well, it's not a massive lie. You're still not going to do a postgrad. They don't need to know that it was your idea not to apply.
And what if it goes wrong?
Well, then you'll still have me. You'll have the flat, the weird relationship with your fake son, and I can't imagine your sister would react badly because, I mean, she has been listening in for the past 10 minutes.
Whoops.
Pep, I told you this was a private conversation.
And I told you this is my room.
I think I'll let you two hash this out. Ash, if you need me, just text. I'm going to head to the library in a bit anyway. Speak soon?
Sure, speak soon.
Ash hangs up the call and turns to face Pep.
Philippa, look.
Ooh, my full name. This is serious.
You can't tell our mums about this.
Why not?
Because I need them not to know, at least for now.
So, I'm being sworn to secrecy?
Oh yes, you are.
Okay then. But I have conditions.
Of course you do. Right then, let's hear them.
Lights down on the two girls as we cut back to Stevie and Anna downstairs.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to forget.
That's the issue, Stephanie. You never mean to forget, and yet I'm somehow always the one keeping you on task.
Because you always make yourself the taskmaster of any situation.
If I didn't, then nothing would get done. It would be like our honeymoon all over again.
Okay, you promised not to bring that up anymore. I forget the passports one time.
Several times.
Okay, fine then. Several times. But let's not forget, I'm not the one who lost the engagement ring on the night she was going to propose.
It is not my fault that the waiter mixed up the tables.
Yeah, but you did end up ruining the night of the poor couple next to us because she was convinced that her boyfriend was proposing.
Low blow. You're inert, you're lifeless, you're passive, inattentive, and honestly, it's driving me insane. I need help, and it's lousy when you're standing slack and drowsy. Tell me, how do I drill that into your brain? So I'm here to inform you that you're banished. You're ousted and abolished, you're out. You've been extracted, ejected, ostracized and exercised, been relegated, exiled to the couch.
You can talk. You're so brazen and forceful. Your constant interfering is continuing to drive me up the wall. You are inducing my ears to ring with meddling and scheduling and endless neat and tidy protocol. So maybe it's you that should be banished. Be ousted and abolished. You're out. You've been extracted, ejected, ostracized and exercised, been relegated, exiled to the couch.
Okay, yes, I guess. I mean, yes, I guess I'm pushy, but you knew that when you married me. Apologies if you were feeling on the edge of harried, but you knew what you signed up for when you married someone militant as me.
You're opinionated, obviously, that's what I fell in love with. Your confident and inquisitive charm. And if you weren't so forward, we'd have never got together, so I guess it didn't do me any harm.
And I'll yield and say I'm lazy, but you knew that when we wed. And now you're stood proposing that we cannot share a bed. But you knew what you signed up for, dating someone unindustrious as me.
You're unrestricted naturally, that's what I fell in love with. For once I feel footloose and fancy free. And I'll concede on your smile, 'cause it always makes things better. Oh, for goodness sake, just come on back and cuddle me.
We open on Dani sat at a desk in the university library. She is working on her laptop, but is clearly struggling to stay focused. She puts her head down on the desk with a sigh of frustration.
Oh, God. Why is everything so hard?
A hand tugs on her sleeve and her head shoots up. Sat at the table now are Jeremy and Winnie. Jeremy continues to tug on Dani's sleeve as she joins the two in the library stairs.
Can I talk now then?
I told you like 7 times, yes. When we're not actually surrounded by books, you are allowed to speak like a human.
Oh, thank Jesus. Is this what the library is actually like? How does anyone deal with that amount of silence?
I mean, I think it's meant to inspire some level of introspection.
Well, all I hear is time for a self-destructive spiral.
Jeremy? No.
Jeremy, yes.
Dani links arms with Winnie and gives Jeremy a shove.
I'm gonna have to agree with Win on this one. Any particular reason I've been kidnapped from my riveting dissertation writing?
Lorna was sat a couple of tables away from you and texted an SOS. So we came to either rescue you or drag you out to get coffee so you can study there instead.
Okay, but you're not meant to study with all that noise around.
Told you that.
My dad, nobody. I think I just heard it on the news somewhere.
Winnie starts to pull Dani down the corridor.
Well, the news isn't always right. Remember that year we got told to buy barbecues for the summer and it turned out to be the most miserable summer on record?
Yeah.
And remember when we got told to prep for 8 feet of snow? So we all got really excited and John bought that sled. But all it did was rain for 3 days and everyone got really, really sad.
Does he still have that sled?
I think he uses it to get down the stairs in his flat when he's drunk. But anyway, tangent aside, not everyone is going to be able to study like that. Some people, like Lorna, do really well in the silence, but others, like our dear Jeremy and Ash, need to be able to hear people and see that other people are struggling as well.
Yeah, and if I have to try and cram some type of stats into my disc, despite never taking a stats module, then I deserve to see people flounder too.
I feel like you did that to yourself, though.
Of course I did. What biology student do you know that wants to take statistics for half a year?
I mean, Ash did great in it last year.
Yeah, but your girlfriend is like freakishly smart. I meant normal people.
I like stats.
Come on, don't agree with her in front of me.
We hear a buzz and Dani takes her phone out of her pocket. She looks at the caller ID and hangs up.
Who was it? You didn't just hang up on Ash, did you?
No, it's all right. It's nobody.
She puts the phone away and they walk off stage. Lights up on the opposite side of the stage as we see Nick holding his phone to his ear. He is leaving a voicemail.
Hey, Dani. It's me. Your dad. Of course you know it's your dad. You got that contact ID thing. Just wanted to give you a call, see how you're doing. Are you doing okay? You're probably busy, I know, writing a dissertation. I mean, I hope it's a dissertation. That's what they do these days, right? I think I remember at least that much. If you ever want to send any of it to my way, I can take a look at it. I mean, I know I'm no businessman. God knows I'm no businessman. But I still like to help, you know, any way I can. I miss you. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I do. I miss those days when you first moved out and you called me twice a week because you were homesick. Or I'd call you, because the house never felt so empty before. I miss those chats that would last into the night because neither of us would ever really want to hang out. I understand. I really do. I know why you're not calling. You're busy with your work and your friends and your flat, but I'm still here. You're still my girl, and I'm not going anywhere, I promise. I wish we could have that chat. I love you. 100%. Sitting in classrooms, breathing the pain away, look up and plaster a counterfeit smile across your face, like it's all okay. Your heart might beat faster, your little legs can carry you, thoughts are too loud, feelings too quiet till you can't breathe, just like me. I won't sit around and watch them overtake you. I won't stand by and watch you while you drown. I can't accept limits while your heart is in it. There's so much I know you can be. If it's written in your jeans, I'm sorry, you got it from me. Sarcasm stings when it's unidirectional. Blink for 1 second. Painful infection will bloom and grow till it's all you know. So don't let it in, put your walls up and don't look out. Blocking your ears, ignore their mistaken doubt like they're not there, 'cause they don't care. But I won't sit around and watch them overtake you. I won't stand by and watch you sinking down. I can't accept limits, put your whole heart in it. There's so much I need you to be. If it's written in your jeans, then all I can say is I'm sorry you got it from me.
We open on Willow, working the bar in a pub. It's a busy evening and she looks run off her feet. Her friends enter together, laughing and chatting. Joe walks up to the bar to order for the group.
I'll be with you in just a moment there. I just have to run this glass to the back.
Don't worry about it, Willow. Take your time.
Hey, Joe. I'll be 2 seconds. Okay. What's up? Who's out tonight?
Jen and Kat and Tony in a little bit. How's your shift been?
Busy. Speaking of which, what are you after?
It's a whole round. Guess.
Well, a gin and lemon for Katy, a vodka orange for Jen, a Jack and Coke for you, and a pint of Tony's Percentious IPA.
Spot on. I'll get it by card.
Katy joins Joe at the bar, looking slightly annoyed.
Tony says he's pre-drinking with us and then meeting some girl off Tinder, so he's probably not going to get back to you for this round. If I was you, I'd make him pay for his own drink, the selfish ass. Hey, Willow.
Hey, Katy. If you want an extra to fill out the pack, I get off in just over an hour. I can meet you wherever you end up.
Well, we'll try, but we don't really know where we'll be. You look pretty tired anyway. Don't you not want to get home and get to bed? It looks busy in here.
I'll take Jen's drink. And nice to see you.
Yeah, so nice. Maybe next week, yeah?
Yeah, maybe next week.
Focus shifts to the friends at their table. Tony enters.
Don't look now. Willow is on shift again for the 6th time this week.
She never comes out anymore. It's kind of weird.
She does have a job to do, and she said she'd come out with us later.
She'll just ditch us halfway through the night when she gets tired. It's not even worth it.
No, it's like she's not fun anymore.
You're any better.
But you don't understand. This girl is just incredible.
How do you know? You said you only matched her like an hour ago.
Her ass is just amazing.
You're disgusting. I'm going to the bathroom. You coming, Jen?
No, I'm good. I need to catch up with you lot, and I was too busy curling my hair to have any drinks before we came out.
In which case, we all need shots.
Tony exits one side and Katy exits the other.
What's your issue with Willow anyway?
I don't know. She just isn't the same anymore.
Yeah, she's growing up, and so are you, and so are all of us. You know, you don't have to go along with Katy anymore. We're not in high school.
What do you mean?
I get it. You're friends, but she turned into a bitch when we were like 14, and you've been dragged along by it ever since. You won't implode without her.
You know, on second thought, I think I need to go reapply my lipstick.
Jen exits in the same direction as Katy. Willow, who is clearing glasses from a nearby table, approaches Joe.
Nice to see someone still gives a shit about me.
I'm sure they didn't mean it.
I know what they mean. I'm doing my best.
I know. Look, I'll call Pip and we can have a drink together soon. Just the three of us, yeah?
Well, next time I have a night off, I'll let you know. Thanks.
Anytime. I better look lively. Lover boy brought shots.
I'll pray for you.
I'll need it.
Back at the Ford-Hadley household, Ash and Pip are sitting in their room after a late dinner.
So, how are Willow and the others?
Yeah, not too bad, really. Willow's working to try and save up some money so she can travel.
Really? That sounds like she has some interesting times ahead of her.
I think so too. Are you really going to lie to your mums?
Pip, do you know what they would do if they found out what was going on?
Love and support you? They're our parents, Ash, not some supervillains hell-bent on your destruction.
That's what they would do for you, Pip. You're the youngest. You get all of the love and affection and coddling. I'm the eldest. They can screw me up all they like as long as a precious baby is just fine.
That's not fair, Ash. They want to help you too.
No, what they want is the perfect child who'll do all the academics and all the after-school clubs, who'll get the best grades in school because, oh, of course she will. Who'll end up with more degrees than any sane person needs just because, well, Ash has always been so clever.
All right then, you're the perfect child. What does that make me? Am I just the failure child by default?
Pip, that's not what I meant and you know it. You get to be the daughter who can do whatever she wants. You can stay out till midnight, you can skip on your homework, you can get a degree in any subject you like and they'll still think the sun shines out of you.
Right, no one expects anything special from me. Free as a bird. I'm totally not expected to constantly keep smiling and stay the bubbly little girl that our mums want me to be. I don't have to be the responsible friend who always has to make sure that everyone else is safe and happy before I can even think about me.
What are you saying?
I'm saying maybe I'm a little blinded by the light from your perfect fucking halo.
Girls, what's going on?
Don't worry, everything's fine.
Is it, Ash? Is it really? Because apparently I've been coddled my whole life and you're the better kid.
Pip, that's not what I said. Always so dramatic.
And you're always making me feel like I don't matter. You can keep up with this perfect child act as much as you like, but it doesn't change the fact that you are lying to them.
What do you mean?
Pip, don't you promised?
Ash isn't doing a master's. She didn't even apply. She was just going to wait a month and tell you guys that she didn't get in.
You bitch.
I'm going to Joe's. See you tomorrow, Ash.
Ash starts to pack up her suitcase. Stevie looks on, slightly bewildered.
Ash, Is this?
Just leave me alone. I have to pack. I've got a train to catch.
We open on a split stage. Ash, Winnie, Jeremy, and David are all sat in Ash's flat having a coffee date and are all laughing.
And you had to drag me home because I wouldn't get out of that bush.
And I was in your flat for like an hour because you locked yourself in the bathroom. I was about to shoulder barge the door down.
You've been worse. Remember at the bus stop in second year? You were walking in the middle of the road singing New York, New York. And when we tried to get you to stop, you just kept shouting, I'm an independent woman.
Did I not bruise you when you picked me up and I kept kicking?
Stronger than you look, Jeremy.
No, it was me that picked her up. Jeremy has noodle arms. I had those bruises for like a month afterwards.
Jeremy glares at Ash. It is very obvious that he has a crush on David, and Ash is destroying his hopes and dreams right now.
Sorry.
Danny kept poking them because apparently my pain is hilarious.
Where is Danny anyway?
Ever the board member of the Ford-Hadley Monroe Banks household, she has returned home to confront her dad.
Do we think she needs backup at all? I mean, she hasn't spoken to him since he left that voicemail like 6 months ago, and the last time they talked in person definitely didn't end well.
Hey, if all else fails, we can always head down there and break in, just to check he isn't checking her bank statements and interrogating her about her credit score.
That is exactly what we are not going to assume is happening right now. I'm worried enough about it as it is without worrying her dad might mess it all up.
How bad even is her relationship with her dad anyway?
I'm not sure how much we can comfortably tell you without her here.
But even the parts we can tell you are going to take some time, so it's a good thing we've got coffee.
The scene cuts to Pip. We see her walking into the pub Willow works at. Pip walks towards Joe and Jen, who have claimed a table towards the edge of the bar.
Hey guys, have you ordered yet?
We've ordered food, yeah. I got your usual.
Nachos and cheesy chips.
Okay, I feel like one person shouldn't be consuming that much cheese at once.
People who order tequila shots before 5 o'clock in the afternoon shouldn't throw stones.
Well, if it isn't my true favorite people.
Hi Willow, how's the shift going?
Not too bad. You guys made it just after lunch rush, so hopefully food's not gonna be much of a wait.
Willow begins collecting glasses from the table next to them.
Oh, Willow, I nearly forgot. You left your phone charger at mine this morning. We'll probably be here until your shift's over, so do you want me to just give it back to you then?
Yeah, sure. No worries. If you want to head off at any point, though I'm doing my second break so I can take it from you then.
No, I think I'll wait. I feel like we haven't hung out in ages.
I literally stayed on your couch last night.
Yeah, but it's daytime now. McDonald's is an option.
When is McDonald's ever not an option?
When it's 4 in the morning and they shut at 1, so I can't get my ice cream?
Willow finishes clearing the table.
Well, if I don't at least make it look like I'm working, then I may no longer be able to afford to sit at McDonald's. Have fun, Gillette.
Did you two order drinks yet?
Not yet. I'm still deciding if 3:30 is too early to order a Jack and Coke.
Ooh, as the bad decision maker of the group, I say go for it.
Cool, I'll get this round then. Jen, you're next.
Sounds good.
Pip goes to the bar and starts talking to Willow.
So, you slept at Jen's last night. Are you sure you're okay?
What? Oh, yeah, I just needed a place to crash and she had a couch free. So, yeah.
How long has it been since you went home?
It's only been a couple weeks, months and a half at most.
Willow, you need to talk to someone about this.
No, I don't. What I need is to figure out whether I can crash in Alex's spare room for the rest of the week.
Look, I know you haven't exactly wanted to go home since but you can't keep bottling this up or you're going to explode.
You want an explosion? Fine. Here you go. Do you know how many visiting bodyguards I got? Or how many people showed up to her funeral to tell me that they were so sorry for my loss? No, you don't. Because I didn't tell you. I didn't tell anyone. How can all these people be sorry for my loss when they don't understand my loss? They never know how much it meant to me. Or how much it mattered to me to be able to come home and have someone there. And now, I don't know what to do because she isn't there. She isn't there to call her from the couch when I come in. There's an empty spare where she cooked dinner. And we just hoping that I would be home time to eat with her. I never was. Because I never contemplated a future where she wouldn't just be there. I was so busy being young that I didn't realize she wasn't going to be around forever. And now I'm running around in a house that is legally mine. But it has never felt like my house.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset. I just wanted to let you know that you could talk to me.
Yeah, I think I've talked enough for the time being. Alex, I'm taking my break.
She walks off. Pip goes over to the others with the drinks.
I think I'm gonna step outside for a bit, guys. It's really stuffy in here. I need some air.
Okay, don't take too long though, or I will eat your nachos.
I won't, don't worry.
Pip joins Willow outside the pub. Willow is having a smoke, and Pip just leans on the wall near her. A beat passes in silence.
I've not spoken to my sister in like 6 months because I screwed up. I can't pick up the phone and tell her about everything that's going on in my life, and that's my fault. I seem to keep messing up and hurting everyone that I care about. I'm sorry for what I said to you, and I'm sorry for pushing you, but just please, don't hate me. I can't lose you too.
You aren't going to lose me, babe. At this point, I don't think you would know how to. But this is different. You can actually fix the things you broke. You can call your sister and talk to her. I don't have that. I don't know what I have, to be honest.
You have us. Always. You don't have to hold back from us. I feel like I haven't even seen you cry yet.
I don't cry. I'm not sure I know how. My mother named me Willow, but she never saw me weep. She'd say if you're sad and you can cry yourself to sleep. Don't let them see you cry, take their pain and sanity. Don't cry, Willow. No tears, Willow. Not here, Willow. You can save it for your pillow. Mother was quite clear that she would never love a lie. People have to trust you or they leave you high and dry. Don't trust the world out there, but they must trust you and I. So don't lie, Willow. Don't cry, Willow. Not here, Willow. You can save it all. When I was 8 years old, I had this crazy dream that I grow up and pose for fashion magazine. that's not for the likes of me. I live in reality. She should not be fighting was stuck to the mold. But the last time I heard her and God, it was so cold. So don't cry, Willow. No tears, Willow. Don't feel, Willow. Don't be, Willow. Don't lie, Willow. Don't dream, Willow. Don't hope, Willow. Don't. You can save it all for your pillow.
The scene opens on Dani and her dad, Nick. Nick is stood making himself a cup of coffee while Dani is sat at the kitchen table. She appears to be waiting for Nick to start speaking.
Are you sure you don't want a cup of tea? I got your favorite.
No, thanks. Not really much of a tea drinker anymore.
Right. I suppose there's not enough caffeine in tea for writing this dissertation.
You told me that caffeine wasn't going to help me with studying, so why should I believe that it would help me write 10,000 words that I have no interest in?
Danny, I know that I've been hard on you.
All right, let me cut you off there, Dad. You don't get to talk right now. Right now, I'm going to talk. For the first time in 21 years, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think.
All right. Floor is yours, Daniel Monroe. What do you want to say?
I got your voicemail. I assume you know I listened to it. Honestly, Dad, listening to that was one of the hardest things I've had to do in all of my years of uni, because you were talking about how you wanted to help me. You know, since I was 12 years old, I truly don't believe that I've had anyone there to help me do anything. I spent 3 years of my life doing a degree I despise to the very core of my being. And I didn't do that for me, I did it for you. My whole life, I've been exactly who you wanted me to be, who you needed me to be. And because for some unknown reason, you measure success by looking at whether my teachers think I'm at the top of my class. And you measure success in whether I wear a suit to work and how many zeros are at the end of my account balance. That is not how I measure it. I think about what makes me happy, what makes me feel like I'm worth something. You know, can I look in the mirror and like what I see? Because until about 6 months ago, I didn't. I didn't recognize the person staring back at me in the mirror. But now I do. I see a woman who spent her entire life catering to someone else's expectations, but now I think it's time to set expectations of my own.
What do you mean?
I mean teaching, Dad. We talked about this 4 years ago and it hasn't left my mind since. It's all I want to do. And I don't want to sit around in an office my whole life. I want to make some kind of a difference.
But Danny, there are so many postgrad options for you now to make a difference.
Dad, there are so many things we can discuss and try to see eye to eye on. This choice is not one of them. This is not a topic of debate because this is my life, not yours.
You know, when I was your age, I wasn't a student. My teachers and my parents would always tell me about all the things I could do if I pushed. If If I just pushed myself, then I could accomplish anything.
I know the feeling.
But in the end, I barely left school with any qualifications. Certainly nothing that would get me into university.
University isn't everything.
I just didn't want you to make the same mistakes I did. I wanted to push you to meet your potential.
But being pushed didn't help you.
No one really tried them. I think by the end of it, they saw that I didn't have the work ethic for it and they just gave up on me. Just like your mother did. Maybe if I had paid more attention, or we weren't living paycheck to paycheck, maybe she would have stayed. Maybe you wouldn't have to grow up with one parent trying to be enough for two.
Dad, what my mother chose to do was not your fault. She wasn't equipped to deal with having a child, so she left. End of story.
I didn't want to fail you.
How could you have failed?
By not letting to see you just how brilliant you really were. So kind and smart. I couldn't see you turning out like me.
Dad, I'm really not that smart.
But you are.
No, please, let me finish. I'm not that smart. I never found school easy. Learning was one of the most difficult things for me. Whenever I would sit in class and see these other kids just understanding the information, I would feel so lost. It felt like we were in the ocean and others had managed to find a perfect current to pull them back to shore, but I was stuck in a riptide, constantly being pulled under, and I would try to swim parallel to the shore, but I could never see it. I couldn't see my one point of support because that was meant to be you.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't know how. You were always so focused on trying to be both parents. I didn't know how to tell you that I only needed one. I only needed you.
Danny,
What you were trying to do for me, push me to reach my potential, I want to do that right for as many kids as I can.
Okay.
Okay, what?
If this is actually what you want to do, if you want to teach, you have my support.
Really?
Really. But I need you to do something for me.
What is it?
I want you to put your whole heart into it. When you put that big heart of yours into something, there's no limit to what you can do. I want you to be the best you can be.
Thanks, Dad.
They hug. When the hug breaks, Nick looks at Danny with a mock scold.
Also, I really would love to see you more. I wasn't lying when I said the flat feels empty.
Maybe it's time for you to get that rabbit I always wanted as a kid.
Will it convince you to come around more often?
It would definitely be a point in your favor.
I'll look into it.
Nick kisses Danny on the forehead and moves towards the couch. Danny goes to make herself a cup of tea.
Dad?
Yes, Sam?
I love you.
100%.
Pip and her parents are downstairs. Pip just got back from the pub.
Hey, we were wondering if you were going to eat dinner with us. We know you had a big lunch.
What time are you eating?
It's a weekend, so late dinner around 8.
Yeah, sure, I'll join in. It's Willow. Hey, hon, what's up? You okay? Whoa, slow down and tell me what's going on. Okay, I'm coming to get you. Don't argue with me. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Mom! Willow's coming over. I'm taking the car.
Okay, just be careful, it's raining. And there she goes. No jacket, no umbrella, and in a pair of flip-flops. She's going to freeze to death.
Oh, come on, she'll be fine.
Who are you and what have you done with my wife?
The scene cuts to Willow. She's walking down the road, hunched over her backpack, trying to keep it dry. Pip enters behind her.
Willow, get in the car.
I'm sorry, I never should have called. You don't have to do this for me.
I'm glad you called. Seriously. You're freezing. We need to get you inside.
I'm so sorry. I should go back to Grant's. It's technically mine now. I just can't.
I get it. Don't worry. Just get in the car, please.
Okay.
Willow gets in the car. Pip bundles her up in a blanket.
Look, I know that you're not expecting me to just suddenly drop things to come help you, but believe me when I say there is nothing I would rather be doing right now.
Thanks. Wait, this isn't the way to my Grant's house.
No, but it's the way to my house. You're already cold, exhausted, and probably hungry. I'm not going to add alone to the end of that list.
But your mom's?
Already know. I told them I was taking you home, and I am.
Pete.
No arguments. We're going to have some of whatever my mums have cooked, and we're going to get into some fluffy-ass pajamas, and we're going to sleep in a pillow fort.
Okay.
Perfect, because we're already here.
Really? That was fast.
Yep. Now, come on, I think they made pizza.
Blackout. Lights up as the two girls walk into the house.
Mums! I'm back, and I brought a friend. You can head on up to my room and change into something dry, okay? I just need to speak to my mum.
We see Willow head to one side of the stage while Pip remains on the other. Anna enters with 2 plates.
Everything okay?
No, she's really struggling. Sorry I rushed out like that.
It's okay. Don't worry. You're being compassionate and a good friend. Proving to me that we raised you right. We made pizza. Do you want to take a couple slices up to us?
Thanks, Mum. You're actually the best.
Pip takes the plates and gives Anna a hug before moving across to Willow.
Pizza?
Thanks.
Want to talk about it?
No. Let's talk about you. When was the last time you spoke to Ash?
6 months, 2 weeks, 4 days, and about 20 hours. But who's counting?
What actually happened?
She trusted me, and I couldn't keep my big mouth shut. You know what I'm like. Ever since we were kids, I haven't exactly been quiet or shy.
One of us had to be the extrovert.
I guess so. Things are pretty quiet between us now. I do miss her. But I feel like she's getting on with her life now and doesn't need me pestering her. I also don't want to face her anger. Anger is scary. I don't like growing up.
Me neither. I was just looking at that shelf above your bed. The one with the photo frames.
You must be about 16 in that picture. I can't believe how young we look.
I can't believe how happy we look.
Okay, pillow fort time.
Pillow fort?
Yep. I don't want to be a grown-up. We're going to sleep in a pillow fort tonight, just like Ash and I did when we were kids. Grab that blanket from my sister's old bed.
The girls settle into their pillow fort and Willow starts to nod off.
You okay?
Yeah, just sleepy.
The room is silent for a while. Pip watches as Willow falls asleep. She looks at the pictures as we hear the first notes of a song.
just another lonely girl looking for her place in the world. She looks up at the stars, hoping they at least will see that she is scarred. She sees the picture on the shelf, and she doesn't recognize herself.
Scene opens on Stevie and Anna. The two are sitting on the sofa with plates of pizza.
Is everything okay with Pip?
I think so. She brought some food up for her and Willow, so I just kind of let them be for the night.
Okay.
All right, something's wrong.
It might be nothing.
Come on, spit it out. You know me, I'm not going to let this lie.
She hasn't been happy since Ash left. And you can't tell me you don't see it.
When everything calms down, she will get herself together and she will talk to her sister. She upset Ash, so she has to make it right.
We need to support her. She's 19, Anna. Were you ready for that sort of responsibility when you were 19? Wait, no, don't answer that. She takes after me. And I know I wasn't ready for that at that age.
Even if she is 19, her sister is 22 years old and for the past 6 months has been acting like a 5-year-old. She shouldn't have kept something this big from us in the first place.
Did you ever stop to think why she felt like she had to? In the past 6 months that I haven't seen my daughter, I've been doing some thinking. And we didn't let her tell us the truth. We were so focused on what we wanted for her. We didn't stop to think for even 1 second about what she wanted for herself.
Stevie, stop. You're not the only one who's been thinking here, you know.
And somehow you've come to the wrong conclusion.
Maybe I just don't want to admit the fact that our daughters are miserable and it's all my fault, okay?
It's not all your fault. We were doing our best. We have to try and make it better. We're their parents. It's our job. Come on, please look at me.
It's a mess. It used to be simple. Cleaning up was just mopping a puddle from the floor. We could just hold them. What I'd give right now to see an open door. I thought I remembered what I now don't think I recall. And I suppose now it's clear that I never knew you. I never knew you
Stevie draws Anna into a big hug.
I miss our kids.
Sweetheart, they're still here. They're still our kids. We're just all a little mixed up right now. But there's still hope.
What if we can't fix this?
We don't need to fix it. We just have to make sure we're there for them. And maybe give them a little nudge.
Several months later, we open on Stevie, Anna, and Pip standing on a train platform. Pip looks done with the situation while her mother's look slightly anxious.
Okay, I gave you your lift. Can I go home now? I just want to watch The Lion King and cry.
Let me just check the tickets. Stevie, there's only one ticket here.
We must have left the other one at home or dropped it or something. And there's no time to get another one.
Why doesn't just one of you go? I'm sure Ash won't mind.
I don't want to go without you.
And I can't bear to part with you either, my darling. Pip, you'll have to go instead. And here's the train now.
Wait, what?
Take the ticket, D13.
You can't.
Oh, and I almost forgot. We packed your stuff while you were sleeping.
Wait, you planned this, didn't you?
Bye, honey.
Have a good weekend.
This is child abandonment.
Well, I think that went surprisingly well. I mean, we've been planning this for months, so it would have sucked if it hadn't worked.
Yeah, we should reward ourselves by watching Game of Thrones again.
I told you, if you can't remember the names, we're not doing that anymore.
I'll buy wine.
Fine.
Lights up on Danny, sitting with her phone to her ear. Winnie is stood on the other side of the stage.
Not that I'm not completely invested in your current breakdown, but why call me? Surely you can talk to your flatmates.
Nope. Ash will just feed me the same line of, I'm sure everything will be fine. And I already have to deal with Jeremy on a daily basis, and I would really enjoy not listening to him complain that his Lego order is late again.
That's understandable. You know, you're going to be okay, right? I know you're nervous, but it's fine. Remember a few months ago when you had that conversation with your dad and you were practically imploding with nerves? You got through that. You can get through this.
I know, I just feel like I've forgotten everything they taught me in classes preparing for this.
It's your first day. You can't expect things to be perfect. What time do you start?
5 minutes now. I mean, I've been sat here for like half an hour because I was so scared of being late.
Take some deep breaths. You'll be okay. I'm going to hang up now. You'll be great.
Thanks, Win. See you for coffee at the weekend?
Of course. I'd wish you good luck, but you don't need it. Love ya.
Back at you.
Danny hangs up the phone. Winnie exits as Mentor enters.
Hi there, Danny, isn't it? We've been emailing. I'm your mentor teacher.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So you're going to be spending your first day with me. You can observe my classes and my form room, and one of our sixth formers will take you on a quick tour around lunchtime. Then we can talk later about how the rest of your time here is going to work.
Sounds great.
I know, it's a lot of information to get in 20 seconds. Don't worry about it. How are you feeling? Nervous?
I'm mostly excited.
That's definitely the right mindset to have. If you follow me, I'll show you my classroom and we can get to know each other a little better.
Mentor exits. Danny starts to follow as the first notes of a song are heard.
Night staring at the ceiling, lost in doing all that I was told. 18 years of drowning when everyone else could swim. Worth it all for this moment, however it is.
for the starting gun. Ready, set, run. The world no longer distant, though silence still can't be gold. I never used to believe in fairy tales, and now I'll take the old wives and witches and the stories that they told, hoping that true passion will prevail. 'Cause the lights on ember and the road behind me is gone. I'm on the starting blocks, waiting for the starting gun. Ready, set, run. They say it's running for 10 months in a row. I'll just take a deep breath in and go. They say it's running for 10 months in a row. I'll take a deep breath. 'Cause the lights on ember and the road behind me is gone. I'm on the starting blocks, waiting for the starting gun. Ready, set, run, and a whole new life is waiting just past the rising sun. I'm on the starting blocks, waiting for the starting gun. Gun, ready, set,
is wandering around her grandma's living room. She has a suitcase open in the middle of the floor, but doesn't appear to want to unpack it. There isn't a lot actually missing in the house, but she feels like the heart of the home is gone.
Oh my god, has it always been this quiet in here?
She moves to an old radio on a side cabinet. She switches it on and some soft music starts playing.
Of course, it just had to be the classical. She never listened to anything else. Why wouldn't it still be set to that station?
The music continues playing and Willow starts to follow it, getting lost in a memory. Suddenly, she realizes what she is doing and panics. She starts toward her suitcase, fully intending to repack everything and leave.
I don't know why I thought I would be able to do this. Damn, I'm so weak.
On her way to the suitcase, she bangs into a sideboard covered in mail and it falls to the floor. She falls to her knees and begins picking it up.
Can anything else go wrong?
She slowly begins picking the letters up and runs her hand across the pile, mostly junk mail addressed to her dead relative. Eventually, she unearths an envelope with her name handwritten on the back. She stares at the envelope for a moment, the stage quiet. She takes a deep breath and opens the envelope, sitting down to read aloud.
My darling Willow, I don't know when you'll need this, but I won't be around forever, and I want to be sure the last you hear from me is exactly the way I want it to be. You are so special, so precious, and I don't want you to ever forget that. All you put me through sneaking out at night, not coming home until the early hours, it worried me half to death. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Every time I look at you, you look so much like your mother. You were the best gift she ever gave me. Don't let it go to waste. I want you to enjoy your life to the fullest, see and experience as much as you can. Soak up as much of the world as possible. Make friends, fall in love, live full like I did. I love you more than words can ever say. kisses and cuddles. Grin.
There's a sudden knocking from off stage, making her jump. She quickly dries her eyes and takes a quick shaky breath before heading to the side of the stage to answer the door where Jen and Joe are waiting.
What are you guys doing here?
Pip's texted us to say that you decided to try and stay here for a while.
She's on the train, by the way. Oh my god, we'll have to tell you that story.
Okay, Jen, we thought you might not want to be alone.
I don't.
I made cookies.
And I brought Jen. Shall we play some video games? I'm assuming you have an HDMI somewhere here?
In the TV stand. Thanks, guys.
Anytime. I just relish the chance to come hang out with you.
Me too.
The two enter the house and have a nose around.
This place is a little big for just you, isn't it?
I was thinking that. I thought I must ask Pip if she wanted to move in here with me.
No.
No.
You'll kill each other and you know it.
What about a pet? A dog! Oh my god, you should get a dog!
I'd think about it.
The scene opens in Ash's flat. We see a harried-looking Ash running around attempting to clean as she goes. Danny is sat on the couch, being maddeningly unhelpful. She is still wearing her school clothes, but has thrown a comfy-looking hoodie over them.
I honestly don't understand why you're so worried about this.
Danny, I've not seen my mums in close to a year. This is the first time they're going to see how I've been surviving without them. There can be nothing here that they could comment on. Look, I'm sorry, I know that you're tired from placement.
Ash, come on. It's our flat. If they wanted to see some kind of immaculate show house, I'm sure we could send them to the really fancy hotel around the corner.
Very funny. Can you please just help me?
Do I have to? I've spent my entire day surrounded by teenage angst. I mean, can a gal just sit and watch some true crime documentaries in peace?
I honestly don't know how you watch those with a straight face.
At this point, I've watched so many of them that I've been rendered numb to the violence.
Jesus Christ, I've moved on with a sociopath.
I resent that.
I'm sure you do, dear. Help me.
All right. What do you need from me?
Okay, so I've done kitchen, the bathroom. My room's fine, it just needs hoovered, and I think the only thing in here is hoovering as well.
Seems like you have everything under control, so I'm just gonna...
Wait, no, I remember. I need you to hide Harold.
Harold?
Yes.
You want me to hide the cat?
Exactly.
May I ask why?
My mum's allergic.
How on earth do you know that?
Because I'm also allergic.
Oh, that would explain all the sneezing.
Precisely. I just need you to hide the cat in your room just until we leave.
Okay, just calm down. It'll be fine.
The scene switches to Pip. She is stood alone outside the flat.
You can do this. It's just one bell. If she kicks you out, she kicks you out. What's one more train in the long list of things done today?
Pip rings the bell. We see Ash's head snap around as she stands bolt upright.
Oh shit, they're early. They weren't supposed to be here for like another hour.
Hey, just breathe, okay? I will take care of the cat and give the floor like the fastest brush ever. You just go and get the door and stall for like 2 minutes, and I promise you it's going to be okay.
Ash smiles and goes to get the door. She opens it and is looking down as she does, so she does not see who's there initially.
Hey guys, an early arrival's a surprise from you two.
Ash looks up. Her smile drops as she sees who is actually at the door. A beat passes and Pip, looking worried, begins to babble as Ash is saying nothing.
I'm so sorry. I know I'm not exactly who you were expecting, and to be honest, I didn't know I was the one coming to see you until we were at the station with their mums, and then they put me on this train instead of them. If you don't want to see me, that's okay. Just tell me to go, and I'll leave, and you won't ever have to see me again. Please say something, Ash. I understand if you hate me, but please.
Pippa, I am so happy that it's you.
This is better than I could have hoped for.
So, emotional outburst over. What are you doing here?
Honestly, I'm not too sure, and I didn't think I was going to make it far enough to get to the door.
Well, I'm definitely glad that you did. In the past however many months, have you perhaps developed a love of watching true crime documentaries?
Not really. Bit morbid for me, to be honest.
Perfect. Now it's 2 versus 1 in the fight for the TV. Danny, I have the majority now. The true crime documentaries have been going on long enough.
Jeremy, poking his head out of his room.
I'm going to assume that wasn't my delivery then.
No. Jeremy, this is my sister. Pip, this is Jeremy. Don't believe a single word that he says.
So, no Legos?
No Legos.
Legos?
Fine. I'll just rebuild my Millennium Falcon for the 8th time.
Ash laughs and tries to steer Pip away towards the living room. Pip tries to refuse.
Pip, I thought you were here to see me.
Yeah, but I thought you were still going to be mad at me. This man has a Millennium Falcon, and I want to see it.
I can pretend to still be mad at you if it means you'll come take the TV back with me, so I can stop being subjected to true crime documentaries.
But, Ash, Lego.
If I promise you something better than Lego, will you follow me?
What have you got?
4 short words. Danny, release the cat.
Pip runs into the flat and we hear a happy cry as she settles in to pet the cat. Ash steals the remote from Danny and changes the channel. We hear the opening notes of the final song.
6 months without my sister is far too long. You'll always be my best friend, you know, even if you do piss me off in the end most of the time. I love you.
I start to wonder, what would I do without you? I need to hold you close.
I can't say sorry enough for that night, but I don't ever want to lose you again. I promise we won't ever be apart that long again. I missed you too much for that. I love you.
I wanna know you, I wanna know you.
Dear Grandma, I hope you'll be proud of me. I'm your friends. I might fall in love eventually. But for now, I'm just soaking up as much of life as I can. I'm getting a dog if you can believe it. I will let fall. I'll make you proud. I promise. I love you.
What you feel, Willow, it's real, Willow.
Hi Dad, I know you're probably still at work, but I'm leaving a voicemail anyway because I have lesson plans to write later. I had my first placement today and it was everything I hoped for. I want to do this forever. Speak to you at the weekend. I love you, 100%.
The lights on amber, and the road behind me is gone.
I'm on the starting block, waiting for the starting gun. Ready, set, run,
And a whole new life is waiting just past the rising sun. I'm on the starting block, waiting for the starting gun.